Hi guys, today we are going to be beating black processes. And it is like beat it. Here, man. Sorry I do not. And then I died 10%. Yeah. Guys, if you get to green light, I will be back tomorrow. Not today, bro. After I beat last processing, I'm gonna do it. Okay, I'm gonna walk in. I forgot what it was. I saw somebody who had my last name. That's crazy, bro. Somebody had account. I like to tell I can go past a touchdown. Yeah. You know these people in my class, they keep saying the period and space. Like, I don't get why they do it. And once our teacher was why did you say that? Bro, I almost leave from my room. If I did that, I would actually delete this video. But I want to end the video to like. Oh my god. Oh yeah, iPad's gonna die. I'm gonna need to charge it. If my iPad dies, I lose. And I'm not losing. Okay.
limitations a little since it's meant to be a first level like Stereo Madness. Either way, I find this one to be kind of mean since it only reveals itself after it's too late. This means that the only strategy is to memorize when it appears so you know which completely ordinary looking wall to jump into. I'd give it an F, but I'm just really glad the coin reveals itself if you miss it, so that's enough for me to bump it up to a D. Actually, I'll give it a D+, since the jump itself is pretty cool. The second coin is way too easy, and I mean even for a level 1. Technically it's tighter than the one in Back on Track, but the darker wall makes it a lot more obvious. At least it's somewhat visually appealing and a good temptation for super new players. I'm gonna put it in D on the wall tier list and also propose that it should have been here or something. Coin 3 is a much fairer fall than something like Dry Out or Can't Let Go, because you actually get a chance to see what's down there. The recovery with the jump pad is super smooth, and overall I think this one is simple and fitting for a first level. B. So your only hint for the first coin in Viking Arena is this keyhole, but it makes you expect that the key is somewhere in the ship part, which it isn't. Rather, it's behind this random glow at the start of the level. This one's just lazy, and it fails what I like to call the key test. Basically, if you remove the key and just put the coin here, would it still be good? No, in this case you just have a super generic custom level coin. I would have put the key in a pure spot somewhere in the ship part, or repurposed the glow into a jump ring that sends you to a higher area while keeping the key visible. As much as I want to give this one an F, I'll give it a D- for creativity. The second coin is... yeah, I don't even care, I'm giving this one an S. It's so simple, but there's something super satisfying about it, from the way it's hinted at to the way the wall fades away. If this was a boring wall coin like base after base, this one would have been an F, but it feels and flows so perfectly. It reminds me so much of the secrets you'd find in Mario or Celeste. I don't know, this one just feels so right to me and I love it. The last coin is pretty easy, but I think that's fair since Viking Arena is an easy level. Without these arrows pointing up, you'd probably stumble into it by accident. Like most ship coins, this one doesn't feel too special and probably could have benefited from spikes or something. But at least it's not a wall coin, so I'll give it a C. Coin 1 of Airborne Robots is another key coin, but at least this time the key is visible, so you're actually encouraged to think about how to get up there. And the way you do it is by touching this little glow, causing a platform to move down. I have to say, I'm not a fan of the diagonal movement here. It would have looked so much nicer if it just fell straight down, but I think the best approach would have been to leave out the movement entirely and replace it with a well-timed jump like so. The key causes a marked platform to fall down later on, opening up a path to the coin. The coin's pretty much unmissable, so it renders the key kind of pointless, but at least it looks pretty cool. Keys are starting to get a little stale, so I'd remove this part entirely and move the coin to where the key was, floating barely out of reach. D, but more like a D+ since there's potential. The second coin is pretty much exactly the same as what Viking Arena did, which is pretty much exactly the same as what the 7 Seas did, which is pretty much exactly the same as what Geometrical Dominator did, which is pretty much exactly the same as what Hexagon Force did. Yeah, this is another F for the wall tier list. The third coin is centered around this hidden orb, like every custom level ever. But
has the same go for a time of 23 minutes and a jump 1006. Oh my god. Okay. Now let's go to first we have my thing. Okay. Yeah. Here's my thing. And now we will wait, what else was I gonna do? Oh yeah. Let's see my tab. Wait, no, that's not. 217. That's 217. Okay, guys, I'll see you later.